kuna Kenya nisaidie ni kinywaji changu kwa angalau inaniumiza. Haya, angalau high ni Quinty from Makongeni, Arsenal all the way City win, draw Ipswich, Liverpool draw, Nottingham Forest, Brentford draw, Newcastle. Spurs Arsenal watajaribu na kadi nyekundu kupata sare ya 1-1 ni Masinde Wasoi Kamnorani. I am Enoch from Kericho. I am following keenly the football slip. I prefer City to win. You prefer City to win. Hello, kuna jamaa hapa anauliza Mkangai kwa wapi? Haya. Shajibana tafuta maziwa. Ambia Kenya mimi ni bro yake from Kisii. From Kisii Tabaka. Bro.
Anaruka watu.
Lakini mbona
anaruka watu wao.
Unakataje watu? Bro.
Bekataje yako.
Acha nisomee message yake. Ambia Kenya mimi ni bro yake from Kisii Tabaka. Arsenal to win 3-1. Okenya anicall hapa kutuma message akatuma namba yake ya simu. Thank you.
Ngoja. Let me ask Okenya village ni wapi?
Wacha nikuulize.
Village ndio
mbona nitumie namba?
Labda umecontact.
Hello.
Fanya faster.
Ex-Kyle from Pipeline always seated forever. Robin from Caps, Man City to win 3-0. 3-2 correct score, big game. Martin from Macha, Arsenal to win. Godric kutoka Mombasa. Alafu the crisis in Kenya stems from the belief that leadership cannot survive if the Aja Mazeju. Sijui kama nisi.
European football slip.
Okay, so tumeingiaje kwa crisis for football slip. But at the same time, we are having a crisis.
Where?
Here.
Where?
Who will be... wait, they know. The big question, who will win? Who will be humbled? That is where the crisis is. They know. Crisis, tuweke hiyo crisis ya hii weekend. Hatujui nani atalia, nani atatoa machozi. They know, we are still waiting. Nani atatoa machozi hii weekend between Arsenal and Manchester City. That is where the big crisis is. Remember, Sedo, I know is going to tell us that Manchester City, at the moment, wamekuwa in a good form, but Arsenal have also not been on a bad form, so it's going to be very interesting. But Arsenal, before we even continue, let's take a look at the cartoon from Gams. And this is in relation to the CAF AFCON 2025 draw that was done this week. And Gams anasema, Baba boy, kwani which group is Kenya playing in? Aish, the son anasema, Aish, ma'am, Kenya is in Group W, watching. It's not me. I'm just imagining how that would have sounded like.
Anasemaje? Anasemaje?
Anasema,
Aish, ma'am, Kenya is in Group W, watching.
But you know, but you know, Robbie, it's just summing up our current football situation in the country, because it's saddening whereby the three teams that are supposed to host CHAN this year and also 2027, two of them are going to Morocco.
Yes.
But one of them is at home watching.
Are you saying that the derailers?
And two of them are ready, guys, for the CHAN.
Guys,
one is still...
Guys, at least we are in a group.
Of watching.
Group W.
No, it's a sad affair, as you say, Robbie.
You see, yes, as much as we are laughing at this, it actually hits home. That we should have qualified for AFCON.
True, it's a good preparation for those Uganda and Tanzania who will be in AFCON. They will actually gauging themselves up and seeing how actually they will come maybe and represent their country come 2027. Now, given us, even CHAN itself, we are not quite sure how we will prosper in that particular CHAN come in August. And CHAN, remember, CHAN to Uganda again and Tanzania will be preparing themselves to Africa Cup of Nations. So I think there are so many things that we need to put together if we want to prosper in terms to matter.
To make matters worse, we don't have a permanent coach as we speak. As in, you know, we just have a lot of issues.
Yes, tell me, Nasedo, bana mko Group W. So tafadhali, tuangalie slip ya this week. Gor Mahia versus Posta Rangers. Police will be at home against Sofapaka. Shabana against Kariobangi Sharks. Bournemouth against Liverpool. Brentford will be playing Tottenham Hotspur. Arsenal will be at home against Manchester City at the Emirates. Frankfurt against Wolfsburg in the Bundesliga. Bayer Leverkusen will be hosting Hoffenheim. Then we go to Syria. AC Milan will be, this is a big one, against Inter, then AS Roma against Napoli.
Tuangalie results za last week.
Tuangalie results za last week, karakaraka basi. Sofapaka FC is 0-1.
They lost to Shabana. Bournemouth got a 5-0 win against Nottingham. Of course, Man City with a 3-1 win against Chelsea. Manchester United with a 1-0 win against Fulham. Atletico settling for a 1-0 draw against Villarreal. Barcelona with a massive 7-1 win against Valencia. Dortmund, of course, they got a 2-2 draw against Werder Bremen. Freiburg lost to Bayern Munich. 2-1 was the final score. Napoli got a win against Juventus. And Fiorentina got a win against Lazio. So, let's take a look at the results from last week. Na hii tunafanya haraka haraka sababu you don't want to dwell on the losers. Hassan alipata 8. Kariuki, what did you get? Hassan got 8 out of 10. Tuende kwa Kariuki. Alipata 8 out of 10. The winners, the people that came close to winning, got 9 out of 10. Hey!
Don't give us losers, man.
Okay. Losers. Kagonya alipata 7 out of 10.
I'll take you to losers.
Tulikuwa pia na Roba. Roba gave his prediction and pata 5. These are people that we are going to invite again.
How do we move from 8 to...
Yeah, unajua lazima turudi huko chini.
Wacha niende short call.
Deno, lakini hata Hassan asiongee. Hassan over 0.5.
No, let's focus.
Nimemshinda.
Dennis, let's focus. The person that, always and always has always given you the best when it comes to the sleeps is yours.
Of one.
Faithfully, Robinson Okenye. Alipata 9 out of 10 from last week. 9 out of 10. Kwanza hii Manchester kama wangefunga tu mabao mengine 2 ingekuwa 10 out of 10. So, we are going to look at what is happening this weekend, the predictions that we have. Let's begin with Kariuki, now that you are back. Tuanze na Kariuki, now that you are back, Ebu Simama,
Wacha tuangalie yangu.
And Kariuki, tunaenda faster. Give us your prediction. Hakuna Shtemi na Cedric kubashiri.
This is my prediction and I expect to get 10 out of 10.
They already put faster.
Yes, definitely. I said this Gor Mahia will have a better chance. Police facing Sofapaka over 1.5. Shabana Kariobangi. Shabana won the weekend, so 1x. Bournemouth, Liverpool. GG, Bournemouth has had a very good run. Brentford versus Tottenham. Tottenham is doing bad, but definitely over 0.5. The match that we're going to be talking about, Arsenal versus Man City. Hapa nikasema sitaenda na moja ama nyingine. Mabao. Frankfurt, Wolfsburg, either the two teams, one will win. Leverkusen, Hoffenheim. 1x by Leverkusen, AC Milan, Inter Milan. 1-2. Ati gani ya nyumbani?
Hiyo umesema
Hoffenheim.
Ohio. As Roma versus Napoli.
Yes, that's a game that we are going to be talking about.
Yes, those are Kariuki's predictions. Let's take a look at what Robbie has predicted for the weekend. Gor Mahia versus Posta Rangers. It's either Gor Mahia or a draw. Police versus Sofapaka, either police or a draw. Shabana versus Kariobangi Sharks. Of course, every day, Shabana is the most informed team at the moment when you talk about FKF Premier League. Bournemouth versus Liverpool over 1.5. And then Brentford versus Tottenham. Also, more goals to be scored. Arsenal, Manchester City, more goals. Frankfurt versus Wolfsburg, more goals. Leverkusen or Hoffenheim, Leverkusen or a draw. AC Milan versus Inter or a draw. Roma versus Napoli or a draw. So, Hassan Juma's predictions, wacha tuziangalie faster.
Akuja tueleze his failures.
No. Hapa hakuna kueleza.
Kwani mtu ataezi enda haja?
Hakuna kueleza. Hassan,
si basi wende huko.
Hassan,
failures.
Gor Mahia, Posta Rangers.
1x.
Police, Sofapaka.
1. Police.
Shabana Kariobangi.
Kariobangi. Nikwenda kupatia Kariobangi.
Shabana Kariobangi.
Shabana 1x.
Bournemouth Liverpool.
X2.
Brentford Tottenham.
Over 1.5.
Arsenal Man City.
Over 1.5.
Frankfurt
It
Wolfsburg.
can go either way.
Leverkusen Hoffenheim.
1x.
And AC Milan
Over 1.5.
AS Roma Napoli.
X2.
X2. So those are our predictions for these weekend's matches that we have on the cards. Remember, these are matches that we picked and we decided that, we should give you our predictions based upon what we know. But remember, these doesn't mean that the games will turn out that way this weekend. So if you want to follow our predictions and probably engage in some betting, please do so responsibly. Now, let's get to the big games of the weekend. Cedric, I want us to begin with AS Roma taking on Napoli. This is a big game.
Yeah, it's a game actually, the title chasers versus the distractors. AS Roma is nowhere near Napoli, and if you go by how they have been playing, I think maybe they will be just going into this particular game for circle of pride. But Napoli, they literally want that win. And they will actually be throwing everything that they have, including their pads. Oh, I'm calling about the chin pad into that particular pitch. And I like, and actually they have now really started winning my heart, going by how they are playing. They are grinding point. Remember, we follow teams that win. Yes. The likes of McTominay, and we have talked about Lukaku. Actually,
and
has
Lobotka,
that particular center, yeah, Di Lorenzo. They are bringing in a kind of a game that I enjoyed like 3-4 years ago. And mentioning that, I'm talking about maybe the Euro, the Italy squad that was there. Like so, talking about the likes of Di Lorenzo, how they play, how they pick that ball from that particular wing, and they travel trying to bring in those crosses. And if they get a chance, even they ban that goal behind the net. It actually brings in the value that I need enjoying watching. Look at the likes of Spinazzola. When he comes off from bench, he's a quite different of harmonist in that particular team. McTominay are there, McKiller Center, and I know the Manchester United where they are, they're actually regretting why they released that kind of a player. Valuable player actually to go and start giving Conte away from England, the result that he needed. Going by how they are playing, Napoli, they happen to grind points. They are actually getting closer to that particular tournament. I know the likes of AS Roma, they will get into this particular match, trying to gain and disrupt that the momentum that Napoli has accumulated. But Napoli is a team to watch in this particular match.
Sedo, I still want to stay with you on the other big match that we have on the weekend, that we'll see AC Milan take on Inter Milan, and it's the Milan derby, the return leg. What are you expecting on this?
AC Milan has been on a downward trajectory, if you ask me. I think they are 7th or 8th.
They even lost in the Champions League.